Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2022 Netflix original film, The Gray Man. So this is co-written by the Russo brothers, Anthony and Joe Russo. Anthony and Joe Russo directed this film. Chris Evans stars as this character, Lloyd, and it's a Chris Evans versus Ryan Reynolds film, right? Ryan Reynolds plays this character of Sierra 6, and Julia Butters is in this. She plays a character. It's great seeing her play something else because she was an American Housewife for so long on ABC. And she left ABC's American Housewife to do other projects, and this was one of the other projects that she left the show to film. I'm very happy she is doing stuff. I missed her as Anna Kate on the show. Love that show. That show is great. It's getting a nice comeback in regards to Reels and Shorts and TikTok, so the due credit is due. Who else is in this? John Regé is in this. Billy Bob Thornton is in this. Very well done. It's a spy kind of film, but like it's what CIA agent / agency is trying to get rid of operatives who know too much and stuff like that. It's a very biting the hand that feeds you kind of a thing, but it's appropriately paced. We get backstory thrown in here and there. I just love watching Ryan Gosling. What am I saying Ryan Reynolds for? Ryan Gosling. There we go. Ryan Gosling versus Chris Evans. Having the two of them fighting against each other numerous times. Very entertaining. His character of 6 having to save Julia's character of Claire multiple times. Very interesting. There's a lot of there's a whole plane exploding scene during a fight. There's Prague exploding scenes during fights. We're in Bangkok. We're in Croatia. We're all over the place, and it's very interesting. And every time I watch a film that jumps from country to country, of course, automatically I think of Fast and Furious. That's how those films are. You go from the family goes from one country to the next country, and who do we know in this country, and who can help us here, and who could do that, and stuff like that. But a lot of the rest of this was within regards to Europe, different European countries. So, again, my mind always goes to 2013's Spy. Not Spy. Yes, Spy. 2015's Spy, 2015's Spy with Melissa McCarthy and Jude Law. And I love that film so much. I talked about how much I love that film so much. How it's one of the greatest films ever made. It's just so perfect and well crafted and excellent. It has great action, great comedy aspects as well. It's just wonderful. Great adventure film. Anytime a movie since 2015, 9 years ago, has done jumping from country to country to country in Europe, this explosion with that police chase and this policia car with the yellow strips on it with a specific siren, I just automatically get flashbacks to Spy. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, man, I haven't seen that in a while. Man, I haven't seen Spy in a while. And I gotta watch Spy now because of another thing. I don't know why my brain does it. Anytime I see something like that, I automatically think of Spy, and I automatically gotta watch Spy because it's just such a wonderful... It's a nostalgia film at this point. It's a comfort film at this point. I don't know how else to explain it. I watch The Middle constantly for comfort. I watch The Spy constantly for comfort. I watch Spy constantly for comfort. It's just funny how the mind works. You watch one thing, you think of another thing. On a whole, I really liked this story. I liked how it was presented. There might be a lot of John Wick too at certain points where Ryan Gosling, his character, is just wreaking havoc all over the place. Another thing which I found interesting, and I don't know how many people picked up on this, Chris Evans calls Ryan Ken at one point, referencing, oh, somebody get that Ken doll away, or something like that. This came out in 22 and Barbie came out in 23, so I'm curious if they specifically put that quote in knowing he was going to be working on Barbie after this, or was it just happens to be coincidence, that whole serendipity aspect? It's possible. Is it probable? Who knows? But I just find it very entertaining that little line was thrown in there, and then a year later he did Barbie. And here we are in 2024, and I still haven't seen Barbie yet. It's on my list. We got a whole long list of things on Netflix to catch up on and things. And then we can catch up on other projects. So, 2022, Netflix original film, Gray Man. Ryan Gosling versus Chris Evans film. Awesome. And Billy Bob Thornton did a great job, too, as well. With the elder, retired CIA agent of the uncle of of Julia's character of Claire. That was great. It was great. It was a wonderful use of who do what when, and who's backstabbing whom where, and it was great. It was very good. Very well done. Bravo. On to the next review. Mahalo.